Alright, I got my rifle out today. My rifle and optic is set at a 100 yard zero. I have 4 plates up, 25, 36, 50, and 100 yard. And when I zeroed it, I used 62 grain ammo. It has a 1 in 7 twist, nitride barrel. It's not chrome line. I just switched to the 1 in 7 from a 1 in 9. There's a reason I chose the 100 yard zero. I actually fell into it accidentally. And once I researched it and shot it a whole lot more, I realized I like that zero. And not only do I like it, but there's a reason why I like it. But let me shoot these 25, 36, 50, and 100, and I'll get back to that. Hearing protection on. I'm recording using my Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. That's why the footage is in portrait mode. Let's see. There we go. No zoom on the LPVO. I'm gonna zoom it all the way in. Why not, right? You have it. Use all the zoomies. All right, 25. I'm aiming the center of the black square. I think I pulled it, but it'll be all right. Man, I think I stacked them. I thought I had pulled it, but I think it's just hitting left. All right, so that's 25. We're unsafe. We're gonna move to the 36. All right, that's my 35 yard mark right there. That's my 40. This would be about right in between. So I'm gonna come back a little bit more. And this should do it. Right here should do the trick. All right, so let's go after the 36 yard plate. There we go. All right, let's send it. All right, that's 36. Let's move back to 50. All right, now I'm back at my 50. Let's make it happen. I'm not wearing my glasses, my actual prescription glasses. I wear trifocals. Yeah, go ahead and laugh at me. I had perfect vision up until I turned 45. I went to the doctor and here I am, freaking trifocals. But I'm shooting with the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and these don't have my prescriptions in them yet. These are just clear lenses in them. We're about to send the 50. All right, time to move to the 100. All right, here I am at the 100 yard. So let's go ahead and send it. It's a long ways away. All right, full zoomies. Let's turn on the illumination. That one was high. All right. All right, here we go. 25, 36, and the 50. Here, here. The 36 and the 50, if you look at any video, they've always been kind of close up until you open it up to like 300, 400 yards. Look at this, all over the place. I mean, we could average it out, but I'm gonna shoot this again. Let me set the tripod back up and shoot that again. Check my VI flags blown in the mist. Noise. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Doggone batteries. Right. That should do the trick. All right. That is a whole lot better. Well, that's better. All right, let's pull these off. It's been raining, doggone gnats flying around. All right, let's go back to the house. All right, so what I'm about to do is I put one more plate up there. I'm about to do a point blank. I don't have to do this because I could just explain it. It's the height of the optic over the center line of the bore of the barrel. It's like 2 point something inches. I can't remember what it is, but I might insert the number, but the average number. But I think this is close enough. I don't have to like put the muzzle right up to the doggone plate, but I'm aiming dead center of the square. All right, we're back inside. So let me explain why I run the 100 yard zero. And this is me. This is what I do. If you have a zero that you're comfortable with, that works for you, keep running it. No one's telling you to change it. The 100 yard zero, my backyard shooting range, it goes out safely to 100 yards. I could push 200 right to the edge of the wood line, but I prefer 100 yards for safety reasons. With the 100 yard zero, you don't really have to worry about any unders. All right, you just hold point of aim, point of impact, and past 100 yards, then you have your holdover for 200, 300 yards. 200 yards is about 4 inches. If you hold center mass, point of impact will be about 4 inches low. But everything out to from point blank to 100 yards, you're zero. None of your rounds will impact lower than the distance from here to the center of the barrel. All right, that's the maximum. What's that? About 2.5 inches, maybe 3 inches. It's somewhere around there, between 2.5, 3 inches. As long as you hold center of the target, none of your rounds will impact lower than that. As you get closer to 100 yards, you actually get closer and closer and closer to your point of impact until you hit 100 yards. So point blank, this is what I shot at point blank. The muzzle was almost right up on it. You can actually see the powder burns. They actually look like mini bird shot. You could feel it on the back of the plate. That's pretty cool. And it blew part of the paper off. But I was aiming here, hit here. All right. So from point blank to out to 100 yards, that's your distance. Okay, that's it. 25 yards. Hold in here, hit right there. See how it's starting to come up? "36 yards. Coming up even more. 50 yards. And finally 100 yards. I shot this one twice. I was all over the place. But the first three was that one, that one, that one. Then the second three was 1, 2, and 3. So I'll average this out. Let's call it 0. All right. But again, from point blank to 100 yards, nothing will be above your point of impact. Past that, it starts to drop off about 4 inches low at 200 yards. 300 yards, oh man, you got to arc it up. So basically, with a 100 yard zero, you basically have a 200 yard gun. All right, but let's think for a minute. How often do you shoot past 100 yards? Heck, for the average shooter, how often do you shoot past the distance of your indoor range? That's 25 yards. The average person does not shoot past that. They might max out their indoor range. All right, unless you're shooting like sniper competitions or you're in the military or something like that. Again, let's be realistic. How often do you shoot past those distances for sport? All right, so that again, that's why I chose the 100 yard zero, and it works for me. I like it. All right, I don't have to worry about any crazy holdovers until I get past 100 yards, which I rarely do. All right, that's why I chose the 100 yard zero.